Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Welcome to Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. I'm Boom Gonzalez together with my partner, Franny Reyes. Good to see you, Franny.
Magandang gabi, Boom. And to all our viewers, delighted to be here. Team Philippines remains at the heart of the action as they compete in Thailand. And our biggest contingent at the SEA Games has already given us a lot of memorable moments.
A lot of memorable moments, a lot of golden moments. We will get to them in a bit. And you will see some of those moments here on our show tonight as we give you everything you need to know about the third full day of competition at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games.
We will be telling you the stories of our athletes and talking to our correspondents who are reporting from Thailand. And aside from that, we will also hear from you as we read your comments about the competition.
I love that little interaction with everybody.
Everyone's watching.
All right, let's go. Another day of competition is in the books at the Southeast Asian Games, which gives us a chance to check on our medal tally. Now, as of 9:30 p.m., the Philippines has already claimed 9 golds, 16 silver medals, and 35 bronze medals for a total of 60 medals all in all. The Philippines slid down a notch to the 6th spot right behind Malaysia. Host nation Thailand remains ahead of the pack with 62 gold medals, 41 silver medals, and 26 bronze medals for a total of 129 medals. Now, Vietnam has surged into the 2nd spot with a total of 78 medals, and sliding to 3rd spot is Indonesia with 66 total medals. But it is only day 3, so there are plenty more medals to be won.
Our athletes have added to the country's medal haul today, including the Philippine national baseball team who claimed the gold and did it in dominant fashion. The Philippines continues to set the gold standard in baseball in the region, winning their 3rd straight gold medal after defeating host Thailand 5-3 in the final. The victory completed a perfect run for the baseball team as they won all 7 of their matches on their way to a 3rd gold medal following wins in 2011 and 2019.
All right. I've been talking about this for a while now because obviously this is something that we wanted to defend, Franny, and Thailand really had their eyes on us. They for this Southeast Asian Games, I believe they brought in their Thai-Japan players, their Thai-American players, and still, at the end of it all, we were able to snatch that gold. We're looking at some of those scenes. This was anticipated, maybe expected because we are defending champions, but Thailand was really out to get us. But
and I'm sure this means a lot. You know, we have a very tight-knit baseball community here in the Philippines. So for them to get their 3rd, I mean, it must be special.
Very special because obviously it adds on to our medal tally. The Philippines' victory on the diamond and the 3rd straight gold in baseball. Truly a remarkable feat. For more on that, let's hear from one of their players in Clarence Kaasalan.
Sobrang saya po kasi ito yung pinakaasam-asam po namin. Dugot pawis po yung sinakripisyo namin para maabot lang tong gold medal po sa SEA Games. So, yung pangalawang gold namin. Unang-una po, yung pagkalayo po sa amin sa mga pamilya po namin kasi ako from Mindanao pa po. And then yung paggising namin sa araw-araw, araw-araw po yung madaling araw kami gumigising para lang po mag-ensayo. Sabi ng coaches po namin, enjoy lang po. Kahit sobrang pressure pero kaya namin i-handle yon kasi may tiwala po yung mga coaches namin, may tiwala po kami sa bawat isa po. Kaya na-handle po namin yung mixed emotions sa loob po ng field po. Maraming potential po, hindi lang po sa Manila, kundi Mindanao, Visayas, maraming baseballista po. Half of the team po is veterans and half of the team is nasa UAP pa po. Bali, hinuhubog po namin sila para tinuturo po namin kung ano po ang pwede namin ituro, ipasa sa kanila para pagdating po ng panahon, kung sakali magre-retiro kami, may papalit po sa amin. Hanggang kaya ko po, hanggang kaya pang tumakbo, hanggang kaya pa po ng katawan, tuloy ko pa rin po.
I really like Clarence's point about continuity. You know, you have half veterans, half still in the UAAP. Clearly, they are set on continuing this winning streak that they have in the SEA Games.
This is a very proud sport for the Philippines that we really can excel in, not only in the SEA Games level, but yeah, we want to continue to dominate this. And I love that talk about sacrifice, because that's something that we kind of miss in some of these, stories, is the amount of sacrifice, being away from the family, all of that, just to get a medal, in this case, our third straight gold. Now, another Philippine team that impressed in competition today is the Alas Pilipinas women's volleyball team, which grabbed their first win and, more importantly, secured a ticket to the semifinals. Less than a day after dropping their opening match, against host and defending champion Thailand, the Alas Pilipinas women's team got back on their feet and dominated Singapore in straight sets, 25-13, 25-8, and 25-18. Young players and first-timers at the SEA Games level, Eliza Solomon, Angel Canino, and Bella Belen, all shone bright for the Philippines in the victory. The team now sets its sights on the semifinals as they look to end a 20-year medal drought. Medyo matindi ang hugot ng Alas Pilipinas pagdating sa SEA Games when you get to talk to girls like Gia and Aya, who are part of the 2019 team.
Yeah,
Who, as you know, Franny, almost had it.
Almost had it, but that's just fuel,
Didn't get it.
more motivation, am I right?
Yeah, I had the pleasure of doing that game earlier with our friend Neil Flores.
Yeah.
So it was dominant. There were still some things that they had to work on to move on, because I believe Vietnam will be our next one in the semifinals.
Vietnam is going to be tough competition, but they've got a very solid leader. So after their victory, we got to talk to their setter and team captain, Gia de Guzman, about the importance of their win and what it means to return to the semifinals.
Of course, that's what we hope for today, that everyone gets to become more comfortable than yesterday. And we saw that naman, everyone was starting to move more loose, and we were able to communicate a lot more better than we did yesterday. So we're going to be riding on this momentum up to the semis. I think yesterday, our goal for the team was really to just stick to the system. It's just Thailand put a lot of pressure on us. They never let up because they gave us that much respect also. Alam nila kasi if they give us any type of momentum, we will take advantage of that. And today, it's the same goal. Just stick to the system, try to get more momentum and get more connections going on. And we got that naman today. Yes, we were a lot more comfortable talaga, but not because we were complacent about our opponent. We wanted to give the same respect to Singapore because we know that they were doing their best to prepare also for us, and they're not just anything, we're also their national team. It's not just you playing in your own sport, it's the Philippines playing as a whole delegation. So nakakatuwa na the other sports come over to support us because this is a very important game. We had to win this game to move up into the semifinals, and hopefully we do get the time to support them.
I mean, how lucky are the first-timers and Eliza, Angel, Bella to have Gia de Guzman as your team captain, your leader, someone very steady, very level-headed, and also really nice to know that just like, we are one Philippines here supporting them from back home, they are supporting each other as well in Thailand.
Yeah, there were a lot of players there from different sports, basketball, volleyball, some coaches were there, some husbands and some other people, significant others were there. 9 newcomers, 9 first-timers in the SEA Games. So let's also put that in perspective. But you're right, they have a leader, they have a captain, they have a mother in Gia de Guzman, who's mothering there in Thailand.
Okay,
Can I use that?
I don't know if she'll like that.
No,
but...
she will. She will. She'll understand it. We certainly have high hopes for our volleyball teams as they head into the tougher stage of the competition at the 33rd SEA Games. And speaking of high hopes, our gymnasts have also given us plenty to cheer about, as they have already won several medals, including a gold. And to tell us more about day 2 of the gymnastics competition, we have one of our correspondents right there in the thick of the action, Belle Gregorio. Hello, Belle.
Hey Boom, hey Franny. Truly a lot of reasons to smile about because of how our gymnasts have performed after a total of 3 days in artistic gymnastics. The first day, of course, was the preliminaries. Then we had 2 days of the finals apparatus. And we capped that off with a bang earlier. We have secured a total of 2 golds, a silver, and also 3 bronze medals. Thailand marks Paris Olympian Alea Finnegan's comeback in the SEA Games because last year in Cambodia, women's artistic gymnastics was actually not included. And she indeed made up for lost time right away, claiming the gold in vault. And then earlier, there was some sort of a dramatic moment when Ivan Cruz got his golden victory because when he initially got his score, he was only good for second place, but then his coach Nadal Al Youssef had to protest his initial second place finish, and after the review, it was decided that he did deserve to win the gold, tied with Malaysia. Yeah, meanwhile, SEA Games newbie Hailey Garcia was also quick to introduce herself after she brought home silver in the uneven bars. And on his 4th try, Ace De Leon finally got individual medals to add to his team medals in the past as he got not 1 but 2 bronzes, 1 for floor exercise and another for still rings. To cap it off, Alea Finnegan also added another bronze to her haul earlier for her balance beam performance. So it has definitely been a pretty full and fulfilling last few days for artistic gymnasts here in Thailand, giving Team Philippines a lot of momentum as we head to the weekend. Boom, Franny.
Belle, can you tell us more about that little moment there where there was that little review in between all of that when they did not come up with the final decision yet? What was Team Philippines thinking? What were they feeling? Were they dejected? Were they... tell us what you saw.
I saw Coach Nadal following the judges around. You could see in his face that he was really confused. He knew, he was telling me earlier that even beyond being Ivan's coach and just also putting in his experience as a judge, he knew that Ivan had such a clean routine, and he really wondered why there were some participants who had a lot of errors, who weren't as clean as Ivan, who got higher scores. So he really made it a point to go to the judges. Ivan, meanwhile, was just in a corner. He, of course, unassuming. But when I asked him also after his gold, I asked him, did you feel that you deserved the gold? And he said, naramdaman ko talaga na para sa akin to. What's interesting actually, what's interesting, Boom, is Ivan, here in Thailand, they actually have a 1 country per apparatus rule. So Ivan defended the gold of his teammate, Besana, way back in Cambodia.
There you go. Wow, great report, and thank you. You were talking about Coach Nadal Al Youssef, correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I know you know him from Paris.
Yes, we do, yeah. We became good buddies in 2 months. Yeah, thank you very much, Belle. We appreciate
Thank
it. Wonderful reporting, and it's good to see you again.
Once again, that was one of our correspondents, Belle Gregorio, giving us more about our gymnasts in Thailand.
All right, we have more updates for you and for all of Team Philippines. So keep it here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook, and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. back to our continuing coverage of the SEA Games here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
It was certainly a packed day for Team Philippines today in Thailand, with several of our athletes taking home gold, silver, and bronze medals in different events. Here now are just some of them. We have several athletes who added to our gold medal haul today, including Taekwondo Jin Tatiana Mangi, gymnast John Ivan Cruz, swimmer Kayla Sanchez, and hurdler John Cabang Tolentino. Claiming silver medals for the Philippines are Laila Delo in Taekwondo, Clyde Joy Baria and Ronel Fuentes in Pentanque, and Heather White in swimming, and Jo Marie Hart Rafael in Judo. And also joining our list of medalists are Aaliyah Finnegan, Geraldine Rodriguez, Darl John Mercado, and Leonard Grospe. Congratulations to our medalists. Mabuhay po kayo.
I want to just kind of throw the spotlight a little bit on John Cabang Tolentino and that wonderful run that he had to the gold. And we spent some time with him in Paris, and it was very unfortunate. After his first run, he got injured.
Ooh,
So
I see.
the rest of the run, including Lauren Hoffman, by the way. So, you know, when I was watching him run today and I saw him take the gold, I felt like it was kind of, I know it's not the Olympics, but it was a redemption run for him.
It might not be the Olympics, but it is still a world stage.
No, for sure. And he was very much healthy and prepared for that. So shout out to John. And of course, Kayla and Heather, gold and silver, magkasunod. And of course, Aaliyah has been on a roll, as Belle was talking about. Aaliyah Finnegan with the gold and the bronze. And speaking of more medalists, marami din tayong boxers who have already assured themselves of medals, with some of them seeing action today. Filipino boxers had mixed results, though, inside the ring today, with Hergy Bacyadan ending up with a bronze medal after a loss in the semifinals of the women's 70-kilogram division. Jun Milardo Ogaire, meanwhile, also fell short in the quarterfinals of the men's 60-kilogram division to miss out on a medal.
The good news for the Filipino prize fighters is that Mark Ashley Fajardo is moving on to the semifinals of the men's 69-kilogram division and has also assured himself of a medal. The Philippines has certainly proven itself capable of producing great fighters in different combat sports, and that is also true in judo.
Yeah, been saying it since day one. Combat sports is a great source of medals for the Philippines, if not a lot, most, I think, or not a most, but a chunk of it from jiu-jitsu, judo, karate, taekwondo, and boxing, obviously. With boxing having 13 fighters there, our biggest delegation so far ever in the SEA Games. So there's a lot still to be fought for. And as we always say in the fight sports, when you're up against also especially the host, like in this case Thailand, you either have to submit, win by a knockout, or win, convincingly, or else you don't know what's going to happen with the hosts being always having the ability to kind of influence the judging. All right, our judokas have already given us medals in Thailand, as we just talked about. And to give us an update on how they fared against the competition, we have one of our correspondents joining us again. Denise Valdez Sancho is with us. Denise, tell us what's up.
Boom, Franny, adding to our medal haul are judokas Jo Marie Hart Rafael, Gabriel Benedict Kitain, and Daryl John Mercado. Earlier in the Judo Shai events at the Raja Mangala University of Technology Thanyan Guri, in the women's minus 57-kilogram division, Jo Marie Hart Rafael will be bringing home a silver, but for the athlete, this is not enough. She mentioned that this is her third SEA Games stint, her third silver also, but this was the first time she competed under the Shai event, and she was initially eyeing for her first gold. In her own words, umasa po ako na mapapatugtog ko yung national anthem. Hungrier than ever, she says she will bounce back. Meanwhile, Gabriel Benedict Kitain also added a silver in the men's minus 73-kilogram division. It was a well-fought battle for Daryl John Mercado, who clinched gold in the men's minus 55 kilogram division. And he got this win not for himself, but for his pregnant wife and their soon-to-be-born child. We'll be expecting for more medals tomorrow as the events continue for Judo. Boom, Franny.
Well, Denise, I have to ask, what was the atmosphere like for the judokas? What was everyone feeling? How did they stay in the game, especially since, there's more action to be seen tomorrow?
Yes, Franny, immediately after their matches, it was very emotional. I was there, I was watching. It was 4 minutes of you fighting on the mat. And it definitely gets tough, and immediately right after, emotions start to pour in. But what's very special about our team, all-out support kasi yung buong judoka team doon, kompleto from coaches, athletes, even Philippine Judo Federation President Alexander Sulit was present there, and buo yung suporta nila para sa mga atleta natin. Ganun kaganda yung atmosphere kanina. Even their head coach, Sir Gilbert Martinez, sinasabi na it's okay. It's not a gold, but that's still silver, no? Lalo na nung naging emotional yung mga athletes natin, tulad na lang ni Jo Marie Hart Rafael, na sabi niya nga gusto niya sanang mapakinggan yung national anthem natin.
Okay, from the official standpoint, Denise, may mga nakausap ka ba, and what's the general feeling and consensus of the officials there in the judokas, with the judokas?
Yes, Bumay mentioned Philippine Judo Federation President Alexander Sulit was there. He
Right.
was present. He also had the opportunity to give out the medals to the winners in the event. And in our conversation, he said he was happy with the results, since yesterday we also got bronze by in kata by sisters Gina Lane and Jane Lopez. And just today we got 3 medals, 2 silvers and a bronze, which are testaments to the hard work of our athletes. Puring-puri yung hard work, the sacrifices of our athletes. Yung ilan doon, may mga iniinda pang injury, pero pumunta pa rin dito sa Thailand para lumaban, para makadagdag sa medal tally natin ng Pilipinas.
Yan ang mga nakakalimutan ng maraming tao dyan, maraming nagko-compete dyan. Hindi pa sumasalpa ng Thailand, may iniinda na, may mga injury na. Denise, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for the updates. Ingat kayo dyan, and we'll talk to you soon.
Now let's check out some of the comments on social media about some of our valiant SEA Games athletes.
All right, I like this. First up, at our One Sports PH Facebook page, we posted about Daryl John Mercado securing the bronze in the 55-kilogram men's judo shiai event. And also on that same post, his mother, Nomi, expressed her relief that at least hindi na-injure ang kanyang minamahal na anak.
That's something that maybe we forget also. The families are
yeah.
also doing their own sacrifices just to support their kids, the sons, their daughters, competing, having to be strong for them also.
And as you know, as you've done many interviews of parents, Franny, they are more stressed
Yes, always.
than the athlete themselves. So yeah, so when they message or post about relief, I can hear it. I can feel the sigh of relief.
And meanwhile, on the Arena Plus PH Facebook page, on the congratulatory post for our gold medal men's baseball team, netizens chimed in and congratulated them as well. The Philippines made it 4 out of 5 gold medal finishes in SEA Games baseball, only falling short in 2007 when Thailand won the gold.
I'm sorry, I don't remember that.
I don't remember either.
2007. I was not involved with the SEA Games. But yeah, but that's how it only underscores the kind of dominance we've had.
And the longevity
Yes.
of these athletes.
And the program
Right.
that we've won 4 of the last 5, and we hope to keep the momentum going for baseball. Finally, on the One Sports PH post about Eliza Yulo, yet another sibling of 2-time Olympic gold medalist. You might have heard about him, Carlos Yulo. A netizen remarked how she can be the future of gymnastics.
Eliza finished 11th in the balance beam and 8th at the floor event at just 16 years of age. She definitely has a lot more years in front of her for her continued growth. Maybe it's there's something in the family genes.
No question. No question. And it's a good thing. This is a good thing that na pwedeng magpatuloy talaga.
Yes,
We don't mind domination in a family when it comes to
Of course,
sports.
we want to keep supporting them, lifting them up,
Definitely.
allowing them to reach their goals and our dreams for them.
Yes, and imagine kung merong succession, di ba? Yung mga yulo pagdating dyan, saya niyan. Alright, and speaking of support, we encourage you to cheer on and encourage our athletes by visiting and commenting on our social media accounts on the One Sports PH Facebook page, as well as the Arena Plus Facebook group and online community.
We'll be right back for more updates about Team Philippines as well as some events to look out for right here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
Still watching Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas ng Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. It is powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Marami pa tayong atleta na kaya pang mag-uwi ng medalya because we have another packed schedule for Team Philippines tomorrow.
Our Gilas Pilipinas women's team will start the day when they make their debut in 5-on-5 basketball against Malaysia at 10 a.m. And it's a packed morning for women because at 11 a.m. we go to tennis, where our athletes will compete in the men's and women's singles competition, including the highly anticipated debut of Alex Iala.
Ooh, yes, we can't wait for that. So that's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. All right. Alex, of course, not only provides the star power, but imagine if you are competing as a tennis player for the Philippines, let's say for the first time, and you have somebody of that caliber.
I know.
We're
And then
cheering
to
you on.
see her enjoying with her
Yeah.
teammates, enjoying Thailand
Yeah.
and training hard, it has to be such a good motivation
Correct.
and energy booster for her teammates as well,
Parang
right?
lakas ng kumpiyansa to see somebody of that I can't believe we're saying that now, somebody of that caliber. I mean, I can't believe it, of course, but what I'm trying to say is this astronomical rise this past year of Alex Ayala has really just been one for the books, and probably it can be a candidate for Sports Story of the Year. I would believe so,
Ooh.
right? That can be
Well,
up there.
we look forward to tuning in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for that debut,
to
of course, right?
continue her story. All right, so sabak na rin sa labanan ang Alas Pilipinas men's volleyball team. Yan, they take their first match tomorrow. Myanmar will be the opponent 1:30 in the afternoon. Then our boxers naman will continue to hunt for medals starting at 3 p.m. The likes of Flint Araa and Nesty Petesio step into the ring. Olympian Nesty Petesio, by the way.
That's
step
right.
into the ring in their respective divisions. They are just some of our athletes who we will see action tomorrow.
You can catch Team Philippines in action at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games on One Sports Plus, RPTV, and on Signal Channel 261, as well as the One Sports YouTube channel.
All right, and that does it for us here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bring home the win. Support our national athletes as they represent the country at the SEA Games. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Franny Reyes. Thank you and have a spectacular weekend ahead.